Hey guys, it's me back with another video, and we're doing a little story video. Today I'm gonna go over pranks in my life. I've been pranked, done pranks, other stuff like that, and I just thought it would be a fun video to go over pranks in general in my time. So in my 13 years of being alive on this planet, I have been in a couple pranks. I've been on pranks, and I've been pranked. And we're gonna start off with the time my dad pranked me, my mom, and my friends to thinking there was a coyote in our backyard. So I live in Arizona, and coyotes are very common here. So this was actually really smart of my dad. So basically, me and three of my friends and my mom's watching us, we're making s'mores, right, just having a good time. It was a Friday night, whatnot. And basically, we hear this weird sound, and it sounds like a dog is like crying or something's going on, and it just doesn't sound like a good time for the dog. We think it's like our neighbors or something. We don't think much of it, but over time the noise gradually got more intense, and we started to get into detail, like what is going on, eventually it occurred to us. And my mom's like, all right, I'm gonna go see what's going on. So she walks around the house, going to check out what's going over there, and I kid you not, my mom screams, "There's a coyote!" And we all run in the house. My mom's freaking out. We all run back, and my dad comes chasing after us, and he starts laughing at us. And we're like, "Why is he laughing at us?" And then he tells us it's a prank, which was actually a really good prank. We actually thought it was a coyote. It was pretty scary because I don't know how a coyote would have gone to our backyard, and it was like 3 months into living there, so we didn't actually think the impossible was going on. And to this day, I don't know why my mom was like, "There's a coyote," when she was not in on the prank. It was just a speaker my dad set up to make the coyote sound like it was a coyote. That's why we thought there was a coyote, obviously. But to this day, I don't know why exactly my mom said there was a coyote when she didn't see one. She just heard one. But yeah, I gotta give props to my dad. Very good prank, and the fact that my mom said that there was a coyote made the prank so much better. Yeah, but to this day, I'm still gonna remember that. Probably gonna remember it for a while. Really good prank. Yeah, so let's go on into the next prank. Now this next prank is actually really funny. I think you guys are gonna enjoy this prank. So basically, it was April Fool's of this year, and me and my dad are thinking of doing a prank on my mom because my mom was on her way from work, and we were just thinking about doing a prank. Now my first idea was actually the prank we did, but a couple years before, me and my dad did this prank where we put these like legs we had, like me and my dad, we had these like Halloween decorations of like cut off legs, if you know what I'm talking about, and we put those under the car, and we also put my socks and shoes on the legs, and then we put it under the car, and we put a speaker down there, and we're like, "Mom, I'm stuck under the car, please help me out." And that actually worked. It was like 3 years ago, and my mom actually freaked out, and it was actually a really funny prank. So what I was thinking was, why don't we try to do that again? So my dad's like, "That's a good idea." So basically what we do is we didn't have the legs anymore because we moved and we got rid of a lot of stuff, so that's probably one of the things we got rid of. But and we thought of a new idea. Why don't we just get like two things and then that were kind of looking like legs, and then put my pants on them or something. So that's actually what we did. We got pool noodles, and then what we did next was we would just put my pants and shoes on them and hide them under somewhere. And we were going to do the original prank where we just put it under the car and have my mom come back from work and put the speaker. But what happened is the speaker is kind of older and it's not as clear, so it would be really obvious that it was a speaker. So we actually bailed on that idea, and we just thought of a new idea. And this I gotta give props to my dad because he's really smart for this. This is what we did. We didn't do a speaker. We actually did my live voice, but instead of going under the car, we had it under my parents' bed in their room, and my parents' bed, under their bed, it's a really tight space, so if you could actually get stuck trying to get something. And what my dad was thinking is when my mom comes home, we would have me on the other side of the bed screaming like, help me, push, pull, get me out of here, and then have my dad lift up the bed and have my mom come and pull the legs out and see it's Poo Noodles and say April Fools. So yeah, that's what we did, and we had to come up with a story. So my dad's story was that me and my sister were playing with the toy ball that she just got, and she got it stuck under the bed and I had to go get it. So that's what the story was. My dad also called my mom and said, oh, the kids just got a new toy ball, they're playing with it, they love it, which is pretty smart. So eventually my mom gets home and we're setting up the prank. My dad is just calling my mom while she's down the street from our house like, hey, can you come help me, we have a problem. So my mom races to the house, she comes up to the room, she sees my feet stuck under the bed and me screaming, and she pulls the pants and sees it's a Poo Noodle. And yeah, that was basically the prank. It was a really good prank. I thought it was funny. It was such a good prank. One of my favorite pranks that I pulled on my mom. So last but not least, I'm gonna tell you guys about the prank me and my friend did to a random stranger. It's not in that way, we were doing prank calls, but here we go. So basically, me and my friend, we'll call him Tyrone. He's actually the same friend that was in the coyote prank, in the first prank. So we'll call him Tyrone, and me and my friend, we're just, chilling, having a sleepover. And basically what happens is, we call up Dick's Sporting Good, and my idea is to just call him and be like, say something really stupid happened to my soccer cleats, like my dad ran him over in a lawnmower or something. And we weren't thinking it was going to go that far, but as the prank went on, it went pretty far, and you'll see what happens. So basically, I called Dick's Sporting Good. I'm like, hey, my dad ran over my cleats with a lawnmower. And a girl answers, and she's like, okay, you can come in tomorrow and get new cleats. I'm like, awesome, because my cleats are Barbie cleats. I say something like, I'm just saying the stupidest thing. I say they're like pink girly cleats. She's like, alright, awesome. Like, my friends were making fun of me, blah blah blah. She's like, your friends were making fun of you? Oh, you just tell your friends to leave you alone. That was really funny. I'm like, alright, thank you. And then what happens next is, my Tyson calls the same Dick's Sporting Good, and the same lady answers. He's like, hey, recently my baseball bat just broke in half somehow. I'm not sure how it happened. She's like, okay, you can get a new baseball bat. He's like, and then he's like, oh, so my brother, I don't know if he called you yet, but he recently, and then the lady finishes the sentence. She says, got his cleats ran over by a lawnmower. She's like, yeah, how'd you know that? She's like, he called me earlier, and I heard that his friends are bullying him. You should probably step up to that. And my friend goes, oh yeah, I talked to his friends and they backed off. And we just start dying. We tell her it was a prank and then hang up, and that was really funny. In the moment, it was really funny. It might not sound like much of a prank as I explain this, but in the moment it was just hilarious. That same night we did like a bunch of other prank calls, and it was a really fun night. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to leave the link to the TikTok of me pranking my grandma in the description, so you guys should go watch that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.